Hello, my friends in YouTube land. It's your friend, Screwgun here, and today I'm doing something a little different. My buddy Bigeez Comics, he's doing a contest, and I thought I'd enter it. Basically, his contest is paying homage to the 90s, right? And love them or hate them, they lured us in with those covers. I mean, you can say what you want, but nothing like a shiny cover to lure you in. Speaking of the 90s, I don't know if any book kind of says more 90s to me than this one right here in front of you. I mean, 1990 is when it all started for McFarlane and his Spider-Man run. And everybody had to have one. And everybody got one, so that's why these books are so cheap. Because there's just millions of them out there. Anyways, but still, that's one of the main books that says 90s to me. Now, another thing that we all know about the 90s is all the gimmick covers. And again, no matter what you say about them, we love our gimmick covers, right? I mean, give me just 1 second here. Alrighty then. Okay, so my next example. This is Lady Death here. This book was from the 90s too, and they used some kind of cover here, and it looks great. I don't know what you call these kind of covers here. The colors are just awesome, and it's a wraparound, so I took it out so we can see the other side here. So again, that's like totally 90s, and here's another example of the same type of cover with the Generation X. I don't know if you guys know what this kind of cover is called. Some kind of foil, I don't know, but cool. I mean, like I said, say what you want, man. These covers just lure you in. So that's two examples of that type of cover from the 90s there. And then, of course, shiny. What's 90s without shiny, baby? That's Fantastic Four 375. Now, he asked in the contest, it doesn't have to be any really special books, just the ones that kind of, that scream out to you, And speaking of shiny, I thought this one was a cool one. I like the way his eyes just really sparkle there. He's got a nice sparkle in his eyes. And another gimmick for the 90s, and I hope this shows up on camera. It may not, I don't know. It was the embossed covers. And yeah, I think it's showing up a little bit there on the camera. Right? So they kind of just pop out at you. So those are always kind of cool. Here's another. There's a shiny embossed. And here, if I do that, maybe you can see how it just kind of pops out. So those were always real cool. These covers were kind of cool. I don't know if you guys remember this one, Wolverine number 50. And they had the covers that were kind of like, they had the tears in them, and you can kind of see through to the other side. Kind of gimmicky, but really cool. I mean, who didn't like that? I mean, I don't know. Another thing that reminds me of the 90s is kind of like the more humorous jokes, just kind of poking fun at everything. Stuff like this. Fred Hembeck always had these editors months and stuff like that, and you could always tell when it was one of his books. I mean, very typical drawings. Everybody kind of had these squiggly knees and stuff like that, but again, it's just one of those things you buy because it's so corny and you kind of have to. Oh, sorry about that. Here's another one. Another guy that was really big in the 90s. And I'm kind of surprised that his popularity is kind of like gone down. I don't think the New 52 helped that out, when they kind of made him into a Romeo. But Lobo, and this is his convention special. Again, and what I find cool about this one in particular is all these covers that are kind of like poking fun at, Human Torch and Batman, Superman, and the Flash. So, can you guys see that? I'll bring it a little closer. So, it's him as those characters, right? So stuff like that. That kind of reminds me of the 90s. And yeah, guys. So this is my entry into Bigeez Comics contest. So if you haven't checked out his channel, go check him out. He's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like. I like people in this community who are good guys. So or gals. Sorry. So go check it out. This is my entry, guys. 90s forever. Yeah, whatever. Okay, guys. Ciao.